Hello friends, my name is Toshinder Sharma. I'm from Vigilant Net Solutions, Mumbai. I'm going to show you something about Metasploit. I'm going to talk about the Metasploit terminology, interfaces, and utilities we use in this tool. So first question is, what is Metasploit? Metasploit is a framework designed for exploiting and scanning the network as well as machines, and it consists many exploit which are already invented, or you can say has been found in some machines as a vulnerability. So they have just created everything in an automated format and embedded inside this framework. So this Metasploit framework contains lots of exploit auxiliary tools and scripts so that you can directly use them just by giving the options and setting the options. You can exploit the machine. So first we need to see what are the terminology we use. So first we use exploit. So exploit is something by which we actually use the flaw in the system, and we actually use the vulnerability of flaw for getting the useful information. So in a single language, you can say an exploit is a means by which an attacker or a pen tester takes the advantage of a flaw. And the other thing is we use that is called payload. So payload, you might be knowing that we use payload for the other things like rocket and all. We also use something. So payload is a small piece of code we embed inside a real program to launch in the target machine. So as soon as this payload will get executed on the target machine, it will do something malicious or send the reverse connection to or you can say attacker's machine. So we are going to use this virtual machine or VMware player and running backtrack file. So this will be the attacker machine. So next is shellcode. So shellcode is again same as payload, but only difference is it will be only the shell script, a small script which knows its purpose, and after executing the script it will just collect the information and send it back to the attacker's machine, which will be identified as an IP address. Next is module. Module is a set of piece of software or set of softwares which are collected inside the Metasploit for a particular purpose. Suppose like if we can say the Metasploit module for exploiting Windows XP. So there will be multiple modules for exploiting Windows XP and we can use them directly. Next is called listener. Listener is a program we use for listening the reverse connection which has been thrown by the target machine. A target machine is a vulnerable machine on which we are going to attack. So listener is need to listen the port for the connection. As soon as it will receive the connection, it will show us some prompt or something, and we are ready to enter into the target machine. So these are the few words we generally use in Metasploit. So now we will talk about the Metasploit interfaces. So first and the most common interface is called MSF console. So to start MSF console, either you can directly type the command MSF console and press enter. As soon as you will press enter, it will take a small time and it will show you the console. Or you can directly go to the application menu, backtrack, exploitation tool, network exploitation, Metasploit framework, and directly you can click or you can select MSF console. So this way also you can start the console. So it's always better to start console with command prompt. So we'll set the full screen, and now we'll work on full screen only. So it will take some time. It will start the MSF console. So MSF console is the most popular part of the Metasploit framework. It is a flexible, feature-rich, and well-supported tools within this framework. And you can directly select the exploit, you can directly select the payload, you can select anything, and you can just execute the commands to exploit the particular machine. You need to just set the few options inside this console and it will start the exploit. So this is very famous interface. The only reason is it contains all kind of necessary tools with a single command. So as you can see, we have got this console. So you can see this Metasploit right now contains 813 exploits which have been found in many applications including Microsoft, Adobe, and all kind of applications, even web application, database applications, and these few auxiliary auxiliary modules, and 135 post modules. Post modules are used after the exploitation. Except this right now Metasploit has 247 payloads which can be used for exploiting the machine, 27 encoders and 8 nodes. And right now we have recently updated it, so the current version is this 14910. So we are going to use this MSF console. So for using the console, first you need to write help to see the commands. So there are multiple commands. We'll go them one by one. So for checking the commands available in the Metasploit framework, you can type the help and see how many commands are available. So suppose you want to use particular exploit, so you need to select that exploit, and after selecting the exploit you can use it. Suppose I am interested in particular exploit, so we'll use that exploit. Suppose we are going to use this set use Windows. So you need to write use command, use Windows /smb/ms08 underscore 067 underscore net API and enter. As soon as you will type this command, it will go inside this exploit, and then suppose you want to see the options, then show options. So it will show you the options related to this exploit only, not with the other exploit. So suppose you want to go back, so you need to type back and it will go back. And suppose you want to search particular exploit, suppose for all exploit related to Windows, so you need to type search Windows. It will show you the list of exploits available for Windows, or it will search the similar word Windows in the all exploits. So this MSF console is the best way to use the Metasploit for attacking the machines or network. It's going to take some time. So here we are. So we have a list of these exploits which can be used for Windows exploitation. So you can use any of the exploit and you can attack the machines. So similarly, you can search for many machines or many other things. So to exit the MSF console, you need to type only the exit command. As soon as you will type the exit command, you will go back to the shell command prompt. Next interface of this Metasploit is called MSF CLI. MSF CLI is the command line tool. Why we use this MSF CLI, why not MSF console? The reason is MSF CLI can be used for interfacing the multiple commands with Metasploit, or interfacing the other tools with Metasploit, or interfacing the Metasploit with other tools. So you can pipe the command from one command to this MSF CLI, and you can pipe or also pass the output of Metasploit framework to the other tools, so that they all can be interlinked. So, and this is obviously inline command. So for using this MSF CLI, you need to only type this to show you the help or the uses, and how to use this. It will take some time, or you can directly go to this backtrack exploitation tool, network exploitation and Metasploit framework, and then MSF CLI. You will click the CLI, it will also open this CLI tool in new window. It's gonna take some time, so it's better to close them. And after executing the CLI, it will show you the options and available and all. So every exploit can be used with in MSF console as well as in MSF CLI. In MSF CLI, you need to type the MSF CLI commands. Of course, let's break this. You need to type this only, MSF CLI. Let's clear the screen. MSF CLI space Windows / SMB / MS08_067 and our host is equal to some IP address, suppose 192.168.1.155. Then payload is equal to some bind_TCP, enter. So this command is wrong. So MSF CLI, using the MSF CLI, you need to only specify this thing, like what is the exploit which you are going to use, the rhost value, the payload value, lhost value or lport value, and any number of information you can provide. And after providing this information, you need to type E and press enter. Right now this IP address is not valid, so it won't be exploited. So E symbol is used for exploiting the tool. So this way we can use the MSF CLI. It's just a command line tool, nothing more than that. Another very important interface of Metasploit is Armitage. So you can use open the Armitage by using this Armitage. Take some time to start because it's a GUI and very heavy GUI which has loaded all the exploit which are available through command prompt as well as CLI and MSF console. So when it will show you this, just click on connect and yes. It will take some time, it will start some process, some RPC server, and it will start your GUI. So GUI is just like, it will show you everything in a graphical form, nothing more than graphical format of the Metasploit console. So I'll show you this, how this looks. So except this, we have some Metasploit utilities. Metasploit utilities are used for supporting the exploit. So one Metasploit utility is MSF payload. We have this utility for creating the MSF payload for using outside the backtrack or outside the hacking environment. Suppose you want to use some malicious Trojan program, so you just need to use this MSF payload. It will create the exe file, and after creating the exe file, you need to send this to the target machine. So for checking the help, you can write MSF. So this Armitage GUI is ready. This is the graphical version of Metasploit. So you can see this list of exploit, auxiliary, exploit payloads and posts. So these are the machines which we have already identified using the scan method. Suppose this is the XP. So I right click on this and you can click on scan. So this MSF console will start scanning the machine and building the list of ports available on the machine. And it will show you how many ports are open. So using the attacks, Hail Mary, host, scan, Armitage, lots of features are available. So right now we are not going to focus on this, but this can be done very easily. So all just GUI format, nothing more than that. So MSF console, you can write, we were talking about the MSF payload. So type MSF payload -h for getting the help of MSF payload. Just for setting the argument for the malicious program. Just like getting the small exe file in the pen drive, double clicking on it and your machine will be exploited and it will become vulnerable. So you can use this MSF payload for creating the payload or creating the Trojan file. Next is MSF encode. MSF encode is used for encoding the signature of the vulnerable program, or you can say encoding the signature of the payload. Suppose if you create a payload, it will pass it to some machine which is having the antivirus. It can scan and I can identify the payload that this is something malicious. But using the MSF encode, you can encode the file and you can directly send it to anyone, and even the antivirus sometimes can bypass this. So the best way to encode this is called this x86 some shikata underscore ga underscore nai. So these are the best encoder for encoding the payloads. So next, another one and the last one is NASM shell. NASM shell is a Ruby script which can be used for identifying and you can say analyzing the assembly level instruction of particular thing. So just now we have covered interfaces, utilities, as well as the terminology in Metasploit. So this is all about the Metasploit, just introductory part. Later we'll be uploading more videos. Please join our channel and like our channel and subscribe it. You'll get more updates related to this. Thanks for watching.